Why do I hate me? I really don't know. But not only am I going to do another run without practicing, but I'm gonna do it perfect. Yeah, I've decided ahead of time it's going to happen, no matter how much pain is involved. And it's Saturn, so who really knows how much pain will be involved? Hopefully very little, but let's find out. Saturn's stage, if I remember correctly, is pretty short compared to the other ones that I've done before. Mercury, Neptune, and Jupiter, if I remember correctly, all had really long stages, as far as I'm concerned. This one kind of makes up for that, by being appropriately brief. You'll notice already some gravity antics going on. The numbers let you know the force of the gravity, and the arrows show you in which direction it affects that gravity. There's something over to the left, but it's really not worth investigating right now. Here's where things start to get a bit difficult. Although, that enemy kind of does the work for you. Yeah, gravity in pits. It's worth being careful. And now we have to deal with this guy. What he does is he slows down time, which makes you move much more slowly. It becomes very difficult to react to things. In fact, that enemy, not specifically that placement of that enemy, but that enemy is the reason that I held off so long on doing Saturn. He basically just causes a lot more trouble than he's worth. Speaking of which, now we have spikes. And that was close. I think I pressed the jump button a little too hard, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, some of these you just want to walk. Alright, and we are through. And that, I believe, was one of the more difficult sections of the stage. Eddie doesn't know what kind of run this is, but that's okay. We don't have to make fun of him. Be careful here. Oh, jump, you bastard. Alright. Yeah, the controls can get a little hairy. But it's not so bad. Got those little dudes from Gravity Man's stage back in the NES version of Mega Man 5. And I think we have a fun-loving, missile-shooting bastard over here. Just want to get right up there and take him out. I'm going slowly because I don't really remember much about this stage. I'll just have to learn by doing. Okay. Pretty close, but we're through, just about. Okay. There's not really much to say about those sections. So the fact that I do them while biting my lower lip, yeah, you're not missing out on much interesting commentary, I promise. But I think we're about through the stage. Anything between us and the boss door? Just this guy. And God knows he's nothing to worry about. So let's take on Saturn. Saturn has a variety of attacks, and we'll probably see them all. When he does that, you want to get directly underneath him, and you'll be safe. That's his black hole attack. That's the weapon you get when you defeat him. If he keeps using it, well, you're probably going to be okay. Just don't get too close to him before it happens. And you should have enough room to kind of jog in place. Alright, so far so good. If he does one of those low jumps, you want to do a low jump as well. Don't hit the ring, and don't hit him. One more hit and he should be gone. Yeah, that was far easier than I expected. That was shockingly easy. God, I'm kind of disappointed. That was anticlimactic. Anyway, probably my favorite weapons get sequence in the entire classic series. And a nice demonstration, which I always love. We get the black hole bomb. No, just the black hole. Gravity Man took some inspiration from Saturn. We also get the rush jet. That's 2 rush jets in a row. Can we pull out a hat trick? No. No, we can't. And that's another star droid down. That's 4 out of 8. And they were all perfect. I guess I might as well reveal to you now my intentions. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the entirety of Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy perfect. I did Mega Man 5 for the NES no damage, but there was some pretty copious usage of weapons. In this case, it's Buster only. At least that's my intention. We'll see how that actually pans out, but let me know if you're interested in that. It would take a lot of work, but it's a challenge I would actually like to try. Anyway, for the time being, enjoy the outtakes, if there are that many. Now you have gravity combined with enemies and with pits, although that one, yeah, that enemy didn't really do much. Those flying guys, you want to take them out whenever you see them, because unfortunately, oh, that was luck, I usually have to use a charge shot on that guy and I forgot all about him. They slow down time. Yeah, they suck. Let him go. By slowing down time... Never mind. Well, I guess one thing I can show off is a very, very short branching path. It's a tough jump to make, but you can do it without the coil or the jet. And you see a gem in there. There's one in each of the final 4 Star Droid stages. And if you collect all 4, if I remember correctly, you get an item that halves the usage of your weapon's energy. Nothing that's really going to do us much good in a perfect run, of course, but there it is. Yep. There it is. Well, that was a shock. Geez, I remember Saturn's stage being a lot harder. At least I thought that there was a reason that I didn't do him the first time around. And now I feel kind of embarrassed that I waited this long. I didn't have trouble with anything in that stage whatsoever. Except, perhaps, for that indirect occurrence of the 1-up curse. Oh, and of course, confusing Gravity Man with Galaxy Man. Forgive me, it's one of those confusingly named weapons, and I appear to have a learning disability. When I decided to do Saturn, as I mentioned, I didn't practice him beforehand. I just went by what I thought I remembered, and I thought I was going to get into a pretty tricky stage. Not undoable, but tricky. Therefore, I thought it would take me at least 7 attempts before I had a successful, no damage, perfect run on Saturn. You saw the outtake. I couldn't... when I was summarizing the stage after I beat him, I couldn't believe that I only had 1 outtake. I thought I must have forgotten another death. But sure enough, it only took me 2 runs. And that's just because I'm really stupid. There was no reason for me to have died there, apart from the fact that I guess I just couldn't stand to have another flawless run on this board. I was not going to let that happen. So, yeah, Saturn, you big weenie, what the hell was that? So, you be the judge. Am I capable of doing all of Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy, no damage buster only? Or did Saturn here lull me into a false sense of security? Vote now. And thanks for watching.